Hey, just jumping back into it, realized it's been actually genuinely 2 years since I made some YouTube exclusive content, and there's kind of been a lot that's happened for most of us in the last 2 years. So I figured maybe I could just start and give a little reintroduction before I jump right into Vlogoween, which is my original intention. However, like my procrastination with many things, I procrastinated and it's now a week into Vlogoween. Anyways, on my TikTok, I have been doing little day diaries ever since moving to New York, which was earlier this year. So here are just some fun favorite clips from that period of time. A bunch has happened since then. A bunch happened during that time living in Brooklyn. I loved it so much. I'm not in that apartment anymore, but this was just like a certain really great point of time in my life. I got my tattoo license since we last chatted here on YouTube. I've been doing lots of tattoo stuff. I did some guest spots in New York, which was fun, and I'm going to be at a permanent position starting this November, which is really cool. Um, this is my art on the train, teehee. I'm still doing all sorts of art stuff. Making music, which I know maybe some people on here are more here for my music, but that'll be coming soon. I've been doing a lot of photography stuff. I'm actually, since we last spoke, I'm a full-time artist, which is really kind of cool, because I friggin' broke my back to get there. And now I do photography and tattooing full time. Here are some like events and stuff that I was a part of while in New York in this particular part of Brooklyn. Lots of tattoo work. Yeah. Just like a quick highlight recap of the last year of my life, really. Oh, yeah. Made a film which won some awards and had a great festival run. It's actually premiering this month to the public, the general public. This was a job that I worked. This is a man explaining like where he found this, got this like vintage piece. That was a film festival that I attended. Here are some dual sword tattoos I did, which turned out pretty crispy and nice, if I do say so myself. Instead of doing like the full Pride March, we went just to that smaller march, which was really fun. This is when I went to the MoMA. Yeah, all sorts of really crazy fun stuff that happened. If you want to see more from like individual days, I had a little diary going on TikTok, which I hope to start up again soon. But I have hit like a weird point of like burnout where I had to like take this other photo job that just absolutely sucks the life out of me. And it's ending this week, actually. So I'm going to be doing full-time tattooing for the next month. And I'm really excited about that. Hopefully to get back into more content stuff because I've just felt really like weird recently. But yeah, it's funny how like when you kind of feel like crap, you are often like pushed to return to old hobbies. So here I am 2 years fucking later back on YouTube. TikTok kind of pushed short form content, and I did post short form content over the last 2 years a little bit. Some of my tattoos, some of my progress stuff. I know I'm probably forgetting like a bunch of big things that happened. I feel like my entire life has changed in the last 2 years, but I guess Instagram has the updates, TikTok, whatever. I'm back for, the present here on YouTube. So if you want to come along on my little journey as I do more vlog style, diary type things, and also podcast style like episodes, I would like to discuss some stuff. I have a lot of funny stories. I've mentioned this on TikTok where I was like, I have a lot of just like weird occurrences that have happened in my life that I could talk about probably every day for a year and still have more content. So I'm hoping to maybe streamline that into a more cohesive little like podcast style, chatting style video. Um, I've been reading a lot and just like out and living life. So I guess now that I'm forced to be a little bit more introspective and introverted, I'm turning back into, this type of content. I always film things. I'm a filmmaker at heart, first and foremost. So I'm always just filming everything, documenting everything. And it's coming in handy for this type of rambly little chat where I have a whole bunch of content from the last year to share with you so that you're still kind of included in this gap of time. You're kind of caught up. Ooh, this is when I went to the Museum of the Moving Image, which is my favorite museum in New York. It's specifically about filmmaking and its inception and like different, points, periods in filmmaking, film history. That was the Jim Henson exhibit. Very, very cool. And then later that day, I went and for the first time ever went like solo clubbing. Something about living in New York just makes me like, I don't care. I have so many adventures alone, and I'm so glad I did because if I had waited for, friends who wanted to come and do everything with me, I never would have done anything at all. I did go to the MoMA with friends who came and visited me, which was really cool. I was very glad that they came and visited. But yeah, this was just like a really fun experience where I realized I just like dancing and being free, and I don't have to drink if I'm not socially interacting with people. I'm just chilling. Um, that was a cool graffiti mural. The specific part of like Williamsburg that I was working in had so much cool graffiti. And I was living on the fourth floor, so like I had a cool view of the sunset and like the park across the road from me. But yeah, I always made sure to go out and do these specific little adventures and just be very present. And I'm glad that I filmed segments of that, but also glad I just did that. This is another little music video that I'm working on. More tattoos. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of years. And I've definitely changed like my photography style and really honed in on more cinematic work because filmmaking and writing is what I am meant to do, I think. It's what I'm called to do, and it's the shit I actually really care about. I love making art in all forms, but that's the stuff that I'm really passionate about. So I have been practicing like talking more about my projects and more about myself, which I'm actually very bad at talking about myself. I don't know what complex that is. Some fun inks. Oh, more graffiti. Tee hee. Yeah, something else I love about New York is like you always have to be, you don't have to be, but I suppose it encourages you to be really conscious about like the fashion that you're wearing every single day. And just putting a slight bit of effort into your clothing every day really changes how people perceive you and treat you. And I was like dressing up every day. Currently, at this point in time, like I have moved out of my apartment. I'm kind of living out of boxes, apartment hunting again, which is really a bummer. But you know what? I got some good buddies who are willing to live with me, and ever since the Airbnb like banning, there have been genuinely a lot of apartments on the market. So, hey, make the move to New York with me. Okay, y'all? Let's start an art community. I don't know. These are clips from New York Fashion Week, which I guess will be how I round out the end of this little reintroduction video. This was a huge jump in my career, like a huge little step. I don't know. I'm really excited about it. I am gonna post final images and videos on my Instagram, the high quality stuff. This is just on my phone. This is what I wore. Yeah, it was really thrilling and I'm really grateful. Anyways, stay tuned. I'm hoping to post some vlogoween stuff and some of my short film work, some podcasty stuff. Yeah, if you listen to all 9 minutes of this, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hearing me out, and I hope you continue to do so.